on going. Somewhere along the line here, he realizes, oh shoot, I forgot a commandment. I just went from delivery from from Egypt and the house of bondages, and or slaves or whatever, servants, the house of servants, and I started right into not making yourself a idol. You know, I started right into that, and then he realizes somewhere along the line, at what point, like he looks like he continued to write, not to take up, not to uphold. Et down here, that's missing. The aleph is gone. The ta is there. Et Shem, Yahweh, the name of the Lord. Don't.
All right. Shalom, 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 shalom. But it's the dog, Gabar Yahweh. First, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. All praises to the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. His one and true name is Yahweh. In the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His one and true name is Yahweh Shah. In the name of Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstones through the world. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. So as you've seen the video, the presentation video, going into part 2 of the name of the Lord. Going into that the Lord don't have many names. Going into that the Lord is here to save the nation of Israel, but on this side the elect, then the rest of the house of Israel. Going into that, summarizing all this up, that hey, the Lord only gave us one name. He only gave our people one name, right? And that name is not a graven idol. It's not a graven image from this realm. It's not from the Shemayim, for better words, like the stars. It's not the stars. It's not the fishes in the ocean. It's not the ocean, right? It's not the land dwelling creatures. The Lord gave us his name because this is his name forever and ever, as you've seen in the video. And his name do not change, and he don't change, and his sons don't change, right? And his angels don't change, right? So let's get straight into it. To go into that, the Lord don't have many names. As you see, I typed in the name of the Lord on Google, and it went straight into all these names. Look at all these names: Adonai, Elohim, Jehovah Jireh, El Elyon, name of power, El Shaddai, and a lot of these names you hear brothers say. In Hebrew, the Adonai will be the Adonaiah, which means the Lord, right? Then it'll be Alahayim, which is going into the angels, the powers, right? Not the name of the Lord, right? And it just keep going. You see the Hala Shaddai, right? The Almighty Power, and it just be going into a lot of these little Jehovah. We know these are not the names, right? Then there go the specific one that everybody say, Yahweh, Jehovah's, right? God, right? Abba, right? The Ancient of Days. So some of these names we have seen, and it only correlates to that one name, Yahweh. It correlates to that one name, Yahweh, right? As you see, Yahweh. Yah means he, and Hawa, right? Hawa means exist, is to be, the self-existent one, the self-eternal one, right? So and sometimes you see that want to be tetragrammaton or whatever they call that ish, going into the YHWH, but that YHWH is a abbreviation for Yahweh. It's not an abbreviation for Yahweh or Yahuwah, right? It's an abbreviation for Yahweh, right? Yahweh, and under that name you see his son's name, right? So let's get some precepts. Let's get Proverbs 18. Go down to verse 10. The name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. Because the name of the Lord is a strong tower. When you get into that name, it says Yahweh. Hebrews 3068. Yahweh. From Hebrews 1961. Right? The self-existent or eternal one, right? Then it's going into the name, the national name of power for the Jews, or for the Israelites, for better words. Right? You can compare Hebrews 3:0503 on Hebrews 3:069, right? Then the biblical outline, Yahweh, and it equals the existing one, the self-existent one, the self-eternal one, right? The proper name of the one true God. See that? Right? Let's go to the book of Sirach and get chapter 17. Right? Just because we're going to prove just by a few scriptures some points. This is his name, and this is what he gave us, man. He never going to change. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 17 and verse 10. Let's start at verse 9, because the elect he gave his precious name to, and the elect going to hold on and cherish that name into the end. Lord willing, probably elect number. Ecclesiastes chapter 17 and verse 9. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts. Right? What's his marvelous acts? The law, statutes, commandments. Right? Forever. Right? Because we're supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts. That they may declare his works with understanding. Declare his works with understanding, with wisdom, with humility, right? It says, verse 10, and the elect shall praise his holy name, right? And the elect will praise the holy name. The elect are the ones that got the name. The elect are the ones that got the blueprint, right? And if you ever watch Lord of the Rings, the closest characters to us Israelites in the movie were the dwarves, right? Because the dwarves had a kingdom, and they they got greedy and all type of crazy. Then they got scattered throughout Middle Earth, right? Who that sound like? That sound like the Israelites, right? But they always knew where they came from and who their power was, for better words, right? They always knew what side of the field they were supposed to stand on, the dwarves in the movie, right? So that was me correlating a point that they had a kingdom. The kingdom got destroyed. They had multiple kingdoms. They had a kingdom in Moria. They had which is I think, if I'm not mistaken, the kingdom of Khazad-dûm is the kingdom of Khazad-dûm, and then they had a kingdom Erebor. And what that sound like? Eber, Hebrew. What that sound like? But they had a kingdom in Erebor, and if I'm not mistaken, the Lonely Mountains, right? Then they had another area called. They had these dwarves in the Lord of the Rings were scattered everywhere. The Glittering Caves, right? They had the Misty Mountains, the Lonely Mountain, right? They had a few kingdoms. The Iron Hills was in the kingdom, right? So the dwarves were scattered as a people, as a nation of people that were scattered into that realm of Middle Earth, to be subject to whatever they were subject to, just like the Israelites. But again, they still knew who they were and where they came from. A lot of our people don't know who they are and where they come from, man. Right? In this verse 11, besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. Just like the dwarves were trying to get back to their heritage in the movies, right? That's like what we doing now. We trying to do the right things, the righteous things, rehearse the righteous acts, keep the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai in our inward parts, because without that name, nothing can happen. Without that name, ain't nothing gonna shake, right? This is Acts chapter 2. Let's start at verse 20. But I want to start at verse 19. Acts 2 and 19. Because when you go into the Acts chapter 7 and verse 48, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, thus said the prophets. Right? So the Lord ain't in the churches. Right? He gave us his name. We wasn't in no church when he gave us his name. During the time of Moses, during the time of Exodus. What were we? In slavery. Being subject to vigorous work and payments. Right? Being subject to the heathen. Like we are now. Right? This is Acts 2 and 19, I just want to bring that to correlate out that you ain't gonna find the names of the Lord in the churches, right? In these temples made with hands. On this Acts 2 and 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and a vapor of smoke. Right? Volcanoes, eruptions, wildfires, things in the Shemayim that's showing signs that the Lord told us to not be weary of, not be dismayed by them. Right before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Says verse 20, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. Some people be talking about, oh, that's going into eclipse and all that. No, it's going into when them missiles shoot off in the sky and it blot out the sun. It blot out the sun, and the moon might be showing a certain color during that day, right? But the point is that the sun's gonna be blotted out. It's gonna be turned to blackness. Why? Because all those hundreds of missiles, man, thousands of missiles getting shot off, man. It's gonna blot out the sunlight during. If you ever seen the movie 300, right? Them arrows blotted out the sun. But the elect will fight in the shade, man. Lord willing, probably elect number, right? So before that great and terrible day of the Lord, the elect will have the name of the Lord, right? They will have the name. They will have the blueprints. I was just saying. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Shall be what? Shall be saved. And what does get into that word for saved? It's a Greek word, Greek 4982, sozo. Sozo. It's a verb from a primary SOS contraction from obsolete. Saaz, safe. Right? To save, i.e. deliver or protect. Literally or figuratively, heal, preserve, save self, do well, be made whole, right? So Lord is going to make the elect whole because he's going to deliver them and give them new bodies, Lord willing, probably elect number. He's going to preserve you elect members, you so-called elect men, you so-called elect women, you so-called elect children, you so-called Negro lads out of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole, Indians, I mean speckled birds out there, right? If your words is be saved, Lord willing, we are. Right? It says to save, keep safe and sound, to rescue from danger. And where we're at now, we're scattered, we're in danger within these nations, within the habitat of these nations. Right? Our people perishing every day, man. Right? It's on the news every day, man. Because what did the Lord say? A lot of our people that die on this side, they ain't gonna know they Israelites till they basically croak over, till the Lord take them out, right? And that's why in the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 it goes into the judgments first begin at the house of the Lord. This same judgment is going now. The only ones that are gonna be protected from the judgment that the Lord is sending out are the ones that got the mark of exemption, and that coming with that mark of exemption, that mark of escape, the mark of innocence. They gonna have the names. Lord willing, probably elect number. They gonna have the names, the blueprint, as I keep saying. Right? And the names matter. If you want to be saved in your household, the names matter, man. Right? You want to be safe and sound, the names matter. You want to be in a strong tower, the names matter. You want to have a life vest, the names matter. Right? And it says, to preserve one who is in danger of destruction, to save or rescue. To save in a technical biblical sense, negatively to deliver from the penalties of the Masonic judgment, right? We have to give, and that's what we're, Lord willing, we probably elect number. We hope to be delivered from the coming judgment. We hope to be exempt, according to Ezekiel 9 and 4, if I'm not mistaken. To be exempt, preserved, meaning when you preserve something, you savor it. You save it for later, right? So Lord willing, man, Lord willing. To save from the evils which obstruct the reception of the Masonic deliverance. To save us from these evil times to come, man. The Ra Yawanyam, right? The evil days is coming. The Ra Yawanyam La Ba'ah, from those evil days to come, right? So, let's go to, so if you got the names, you'll be saved in your household, Lord willing. The book of Malachi says, Lord, don't change. So we can get that. And then we're being saved from the said perils to come. It says, Malachi 3 and 6, for I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord changed not. He said he's going to deliver the elect on the side. He's going to deliver the elect. And he meant that. And you read the book of Hebrews when Yahushua is saying the same thing. That he don't change. Right? The same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Right? So I wanted to get that. Let's get Exodus 3. Again, this is one of my favorite books that I always go into. Really, the whole book of Exodus is beautiful. It brings out a lot of history of our people, what we was dealing with, that people skip over. And let's go straight to the point. Maybe I'm going to close a little bit. It's edifying. As you seen in the video, even Edomites know the name of the Lord. Right? And then we never know them that Edomite might be a Hebrew. But at the same time, he's look like an Edomite. He sound like an Edomite. But we don't go off skin color. But just the point of that these nations know what you Israelites don't know is what I want to say. The nations know what you Israelites don't want to know. Right? A lot of you reject your heritage, but these nations know who you are. Come back to who you are. Remember who you are. Because hey, we're like shooting stars out here, man. Let's get Exodus 3 and let's start at verse 11 or 10. This is Moses' mission. Come now, therefore, I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, who am I that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? And he said, certainly I will be with thee. So Moses was like, hey, who am I? I'm nobody. Who am I to be able to go to these people, these stiff-necked ass people, these rebellious children? Right? And the Lord said, I will be with you, man. I'm making you do what I want you to do to fulfill my will. It says, and this shall be a token unto thee, right? This shall be a token unto you, a gift, right? That I have sent thee, that the Lord has sent you to the house of Israel, the children of Yasharallah, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Neighbors, Simeon Indians, and you speckled birds out there. When thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve power upon this mountain, right? Serve the Lord upon the mountain, the mountain of worship, right? And Moses said unto Pharaoh, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel and shall say unto them, the power of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them? And Pharaoh said unto Moses, I am that I am. And going to the I am that I am is like Yahweh. I am Yah, and then I am is a prefix or a suffix for Yahweh. Right? I am that I am. Yahweh. Right? Again, a self-existent one, self-eternal one. It says, and Pharaoh said unto Moses, Yahweh, and he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you. And Pharaoh said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Yasharallah, the Lord Yahweh, power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob have sent me unto you. Right? So he was telling Moses, hey, this is how you going to tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanic, Neighbors, Simeon Indians, who their power is. Like, this is the power of Abraham, our forefather. The power of Isaac, our forefather. The power of Jacob, our forefather. And this is how we reiterate that when we out on the hedges as well, when we teaching our people, like, hey, this is the tribe you come from, but this is the your deity that we worshipped. Right? This is our deity that we worship when we was in the land of Canaan. It says, this is my name forever, and ever means perpetually, long time without changing, right? And this is my memorial unto all generations. This is my remembrance unto all generations. So he don't change, man. His name is going to be a perpetual name forever. And this is a remembrance for us so we can teach our children as well. And then our children teach their children the name of the real name of the Lord. So Lord, well, this is edifying that the name of the truth stands firm. The name of the Lord is going to stand firm. So I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bashim Shah, Bashim Kakwadash, double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstones to be well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, 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 shalom. Wow, wow, wow. Shalom, Israel.